strange time right now with housing, and this is why we arrived at this point. Housing is becoming unaffordable along with rents as well. And so some of the homes, we are building single-family homes along Forest as well. We built in Robinson's home, and we've got several other homes now.
Which also means you understand the contract that you signed, that it's supposed to be single-family housing. Because you've done it. So you know what you were supposed to do. So now you're trying to take advantage of the tax abatements and hire your profit.
Why did you sign that agreement?
Let's go back.
That's our issue. So maybe just jump straight there.
Okay, real quick, how many of the units are income-based or low-income or not?
None of them, they're all market rate.
So you're concerned about...
So one question at a time.
Well, you're saying stuff that's not true, so it's hard to not jump in.
Yeah.
Your original layout had 48 units in it. You've changed it almost zero.
So 48 to 40 is a change.
Okay,
We're
that's
mostly
not
concerned
significant.
with rezoning, not how many necessarily from 48 to 40. You're not going to get anyone over. We want you to build single-family lots on the lots that you bought. We don't want those rezoned. That's the main problem.
When we signed that contract, you asked that question. We signed that contract. That was with John Wood, who was the city planner. He was the one who presented this plan.
That contract is not executed by John Wood. I did a sunshine law request on it.
So wait a minute.
Hold on. Let's be good boys and girls on this. One at a time. I can speak, and then you can speak.
Okay, so John Wood, who was not represented, as you said, go
Okay,
ahead.
but the question was, why did I sign that contract and then change it? It was from input from KCMO. I'm just telling you that's
From
what it
who
was.
at KCMO?
John Wood and other city officials that we walked Beacon Hill, we walked other developers.
Other city officials.
And so
who
I'm
was
just
it?
telling you what I know and what I
Okay, let's pause for a second because you did two purchases. Okay, I know the first purchase. You did not walk the lots with John Wood for the first purchase in any way, shape, or form. And with that one, you did agree to build single-family homes when you signed the contract. Then you went back and bought the lot on Tracy. You had an opportunity when you bought that lot to have the city potentially amend the contract to not be single-family homes. You did not, but for some reason you're saying, you know, the city was encouraging you to do this. Why did they make you sign the contract that said, even when you bought the second lot, the Tracy lot, why did you still sign that contract that said you would build single-family homes if there were these discussions that that's not what the lots were intended for?
knowing that going through zoning and rezoning does happen, even though the initial intent of a lot is one way, that is common practice. These two gentlemen actually made their careers of that common practice. So that's why it is, and Anderson and that is what their careers are, is changing zoning.
I understand that. This is a unique situation, and I think you'll agree to that, where the city put extra layers of protection in to say that these should be single-family lots. These aren't lots that were sitting out there. The city owned them. They sold them. They put the extra layer of protection in to say they should be single-family homes. They made you assign an initial something that said you would build single-family homes. Now, on top of that, the 353 development agreement that you're basing the ability to get a tax abatement on specifically calls out to get that tax abatement, you need to build single-family homes. So will you give up the tax abatement? If this is about the best use of the land for the neighborhood, will you give up that tax abatement to build these apartments, or are you single-handedly doing this because you have the tax abatement?
No, we build apartments all around the metro.
That didn't answer my question.
No, but you said, are we doing it single-handedly because of the tax abatement? No.
So will you give up the tax abatement?
Had this been a commercial lot originally, it would have been 5 times the price.
The second,
Exactly.
That's-
Giveaway, this was giveaway lots.
the second question is also no.
So you're going to violate the 353 development agreement that requires you to build single-family homes in order to get that tax abatement.
Increase your profits because a lot of us...
Literally, the 353 development agreement says you have to build a single-family home in order to get that.
You've implied that the city is the one that's encouraged you to do this. Is that true?
You're throwing out
Or is
John
this you?
Wood, who else?
What is your question?
Who at the city besides John Wood encouraged you to do this?
And walked you through and said this is a great idea.
And knowing that I'm friends with John Wood, and
Great.
you can call him this
You
evening.
should ask them about our meeting in Key Coalition and all the new developments around here that we didn't walk to.
I'm talking about when you bought the lots on Forest.
Again, guys,
The lots on Forest.
The city encouraged you to buy these and turn them
we
into
had a
a
walk with three officials.
Okay, wait, let's stop and take it bite by bite. What were the three officials' names?
First, the lots. Let's start with the lots on Forest. Did you walk the lots on Forest? Did you walk with the city before you bought the lots on Forest?
It sounds like you guys, like, we're not doing any, this is a proposal. This is a project that we're proposing.
If that was the case, Adam, we wouldn't be going to. If you truly wanted to work with the community, we wouldn't be at CPC hearing on Tuesday. You would be not proposing something, but sitting and working with the community. You're pushing it forward on Tuesday for the first step of trying to get it approved. That is not proposing something. That's actually trying to get something.
After we've had to sit on calls with the city 3 different times that either one of you guys never showed up to have it extended because you guys never had this meeting. So we've had to take time out of our work days 3 times now in the last 2 months of a 3-hour call to sit through, listen to the entire hearing, for you guys to come up to say they didn't meet with us, and either one of you ever, you're talking about call.
I told the city, I don't know where that came from. You could have easily reached out to me as well to ask if it was on the docket. It was never on the docket.
I've emailed you twice since
It-
you told me you were
It was on the docket.
It was on the docket all 3 times.
I don't know why it wasn't Kansas City's.
We understand why you're probably not the best.
So the city in one of the public hearings said that you engaged them prior to that meeting. So you're saying the city lied.
I don't know why we were on the docket there. Because I've got emails from Anna that we were not, and she was just going to keep on pushing them.
I'd like to go
And-
back though on film at least.
You have ones from before you refiled the new development.
I don't know those names. That's information that today I didn't think was going to hinge on. So if you'd like that information, you can.
So why would the city want me here and encourage you to do this?
We just like you to throw them under the bus if they're who you should be angry at.
So have you provided that?
This isn't your fault. If this isn't somebody at the city's fault, let's know who that is.